X-System, new era of the Naval CBRN Monitoring. It is complete, it is reliable, and it is cutting edge. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this webinar of the newest development in the Naval and Maritime CBRN detection and monitoring. My name is Arto Penttinen, and I will introduce you to the new Environics X-System. But before going to the X-System and its components, let's start with a little bit of background information to understand better the need for CBRN monitoring in the naval and maritime environment. So why do naval vessels need CBRN detection and protection? CBRN, meaning chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear, is a threat which is very versatile. It is a threat that can occur offshore, littoral areas, or even harbors. It can happen both in peacetime and during the crisis, or it can be an accident or intentional attack. Threat of any of the letters C, B, or RN is a very effective way to stop a vessel or even the whole fleet. And the threat is evolving due to the reasons such as new emerging technologies like drones, increasing maritime traffic making the risk of accident bigger, and tightening political situation, to mention few. And one trend is also that naval activities are concentrating closer to the coastal areas, and areas like Persian Gulf, Baltic Sea, Black Sea, to mention a few. Operating closer to the coastlines enables attacks even with less developed systems like drones and unmanned vessels, for example. So the threat is real. In addition, and due to the increased threat, organizations like NATO and Classification Society members has created the rules and recommendations to protect ships and their crews. These recommendations push ship owners and builders to equip vessels with protective systems, thus making CBRN protection more and more common in the naval ships. And for the protection, of course, there is a need for detection and monitoring. Environics X-System provides vessel crew early warning of the possible threat outside and also inside the vessel. Early warning of the threat enables crew to protect themselves by starting CBRN filtration, overpressurizing the vessel, starting wash-up or pre-wetting systems, and other needed protective measures. With these actions, crew minimizes the personal consequences and material damages. After being protected, monitoring capability provides situational awareness, which can be used to follow evolvement of the situation to be able to make correct decisions, and also sharing the information with higher commanding levels. Environics is now introducing X-System for naval CBRN monitoring. The system is complete, meaning the whole CBRN solution comes from one supplier. It is reliable. Design is based on the field-proven technology and Environics' long experience in naval CBRN business. And it is cutting edge, utilizing the newest technologies, enabling optimized and compact system architecture. Environics is most probably the only company who designs, manufactures, and integrates all the detectors, chemical, biological, and radiation for the naval systems. New generation devices have been developed based on the 30 years of experience and over 100 delivered ship systems. Our experience comes from the installations for all kinds of vessels and for all kinds of environments from Arctic to tropical conditions. All devices in the system fulfills all relevant military and especially classification society requirements, thus making it easy for customers to rely on the suitability of the X-System for their demanding naval needs. New system architecture makes the system extremely scalable, starting from the one detector patrol boats to tens of detector systems in the carriers or support ships. System reliability and redundancy have been in the focus during the development of the system. Even if there are challenges with one part of the system, rest of the system is fully functional and will provide awareness of the hazard for the ship's crew. New system architectural solution and decentralized data management enables optimized cabling and making possible to use several different communication options when needed. Typically, ship's monitoring system is composed of external and internal threat monitoring. Most important function for the system is to provide rapidly information when the threat hits the vessel. External monitoring should include Kempro XDS for chemical detection, Granite X for radiation detection, and Envi BioScout for biological detection. And it is also recommended to have external monitoring on both sides of the vessel. Internal monitoring system include the same capability as the external, and these two parts of the system communicate with each other with situational awareness software and with the integrated platform management system. Each CBRN protected area inside the vessel or citadel should include CBRN monitoring capability. And detection of the seawater radioactivity is often included in the scope. Key component of the X system is Kempro XDS, a new state-of-the-art chemical detector with new outstanding data management and user interface properties. In addition to chemical warfare agent and toxic industrial compound detection, device can be used as a sensor integration platform. It provides both physical and software interface for Environics products and also third-party sensors and other connections like IPMS. Detector includes several physical interfaces like serial communication ports, Ethernet ports, current loops, relays, digital inputs and outputs, and sample line heating. Local display provides user information for situational information of the whole CBRN monitoring system on board. To make the detector perfect for naval chemical detection, Kempro XDS has been designed and tested against Classification Society's UR-E10 naval requirements in addition to the demanding military requirements. Until now, it has been difficult to find radiation detector which is compatible with Classification Society requirements and having a military standards robustness. Environics has now developed new Granite X radiation detector from the existing Kempro X portable radiation detection module accessory by widening the detector's measurement range and increasing the robustness. Granite X is an integral part of the X system and it utilizes Kempro XDS as a connection node and user interface. Granite X is tested against and it fulfills the same demanding requirements as Kempro XDS. For the online continuous biothreat monitoring, Environics has Envi BioScout bioaerosol detector. To ensure crew members' safety against biological threat, BioScout detector monitors air continuously, measuring ultraviolet, fluorescence, and elastic scattering of the possibly harmful biological aerosol particles. In addition to online detection, the unit operates also as a sample collector after the detector detects possibly hazardous biological agent in the air. Collected sample can then be analyzed either during the threat with portable or fixed identification capability or afterwards in a dedicated laboratory. Final and probably the most visual part for the crew members is the Enviscreen situational awareness software, which visualizes the detector data and alarms the crew when the danger exists. Enviscreen has a versatile toolbox for operating the system for training purposes and for the maintenance assistance. For example, it will inform the operator for preventive and corrective maintenance needed by the devices, and even in the case of failure, helps operator to locate and fix the problem. Enviscreen is a scalable and cost-effective solution for different sizes of systems, which includes various types and number of detectors, and it fulfills also present-day demanding data security requirements. I will summarize this webinar by outlining the key benefits of the new X system. With X system, Environics is capable of supplying all the detectors for the ship's CBRN monitoring system with no need for third-party detectors, but still being able to include customer-specified devices as a part of the system when needed. All the products have been designed according to the naval and maritime requirements, and they also comply with the relevant military standards. Already from the beginning of product design, the easy maintenance and low life cycle costs have been one of the main targets. And Environics has been flexible to adapt customers' requirements and wishes already in the past, but new X system makes adaptation even easier to ensure fulfillment of the user needs. In addition to CBRN detectors, Environics is capable of providing complete delivery for the whole monitoring system to any size or types of naval vessels, including all necessary tasks required for successful project implementation. So, Environics has now taken the next step in the naval CBRN monitoring. And if you have any need for more information of our solutions, please go to our web pages environics.fi or contact us directly. And please follow our postings in LinkedIn and other social media for other interesting news. Thank you.